Can I get everybody's attention for a minute? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here to give an award to Mrs. Grogan. She has been nominated as a Teacher of the Year in our school district. And today she's being awarded as a finalist. So we have about 1,800 teachers in our school district. 5 of them are going to be finalists for the Teacher of the Year award. Today Mrs. Grogan is just right now learning that she's a finalist.
Yeah.
We have 1,800 teachers in the school district, and 5 of them get to be a finalist for the award. Mrs. Haig is one of the finalists, so we're here to say congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No.
How are you today?
I'm good. Oh my gosh.
On behalf of the district, we want to give you that and say congratulations. You've been nominated as a finalist for Teacher of the Year. But we just missed you at Lincoln High School. We've tracked you down. And while we wanted to do this in front of your students, in front of your colleagues is our next best option. You have been named one of the 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year.
Congratulations.
Great.
Congratulations to you. You've been nominated as a Teacher of the Year person for the school district, and you've been selected as one of our 5 finalists.
My name is Melissa Honkamp, and I am nominating Tanya Grogan for Teacher of the Year. She is an amazing teacher. She goes above and beyond what the normal duties of a teacher would be. She will schedule conferences outside of conference time to make sure that all of the parents of her students can attend and be involved in their school. She's an immigrant from Brazil, and being an immigrant, she's able to relate to her students and see the struggles and know the strategies that she can use to help them, because she's been there and she's had to learn a second language as well. She's the type of teacher that gets to know her students. She builds relationships with them. I just got one of her students at McGovern, and he knows so many things about her, from her favorite football team to what her mother loves to do. She's just really good at building those relationships with her students and getting them involved and to love learning. She has high expectations in her classroom, and she expects all of her students to meet the standards and the objectives that she's setting in her classroom. But at the same time, she has that compassion that she needs for her students. The students know that she cares about them. She is like the mom of the ELL program. She is one of the teachers that people will go to if they have a question about an ELL student in their classroom. She is very knowledgeable. Being an immigrant herself, she is able to offer different strategies that people can use in their classroom to help students, give teachers someone that they can rely on. Her main concern was the students. How can I help you help my students is her big philosophy.
My name is Melissa Nesdahl, and I'm nominating Stephanie Haig for Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Haig really takes the concept of celebrating student individuality and capitalizes on it educationally. So whether that be the Courage Coffee House she developed, where students can write of their own bravery alongside studying a hero in history to see how they are a unique part of an inspirational whole, or the Genius Hour project she has her students doing right now. They're invited to ask any question they want and research it, and then present as the expert. In their classroom is flexible seating, so students have choice on where they sit, how they learn, and that really gives them ownership and responsibility in their educational experience. She is innovative, she's willing to think outside of the box for the good of her students and all students, because she sets up the STEM lab for K through 5 to give them a sensory hands-on experience unique to the classroom type learning, and also the John Harris Make a Blanket Day. And that benefits Project Warm Up, but garners a spirit of generosity in the lives of these kids. She is always weaving what makes students tick with the educational experience to make school come alive in a unique way. Combined with her joy and enthusiasm she brings to the building makes her a gift to her students' parents, John Harris, and certainly the larger academic community.
I'm Jamie Vandewater, and I nominated Amanda Hotchkin for Teacher of the Year. My daughter was in Mrs. Hotchkin's class for 2 years actually, because she looped with her class. And whenever I would hear my daughter share anything about school, I was always struck by the nature of respect and just that she would call her classroom a family rather than just going to school. And when I was in the classroom, I just noticed there was such an atmosphere of safety there, and I really feel like Mrs. Hotchkin nurtured so many good things in these kids because she encouraged them to build relationships with each other. She didn't just focus on academics, but she focused on their emotions, and because she exemplified just love and encouragement and safety and family in her classroom, that the kids then just took hold of that, and they did that then for one another. At Memorial Middle School, they choose a student of the month. And the very first month of 6th grade at Memorial, there were 3 kids from Mrs. Hotchkin's class that were chosen as student of the month. And I was not surprised at all. I feel like she helped these kids just become more mature in the way that they relate to each other and the way that they learn. And she encouraged them to be respectful to each other, and so I wasn't surprised that 3 of her kids were chosen right away.
Hi, my name is Emily Johnson, and I'm nominating Sarah Clausen for Teacher of the Year. She has really showed me how to differentiate and how to meet the needs of all students and really be an advocate for all students. And she has done that from the first day that I taught at Lincoln, and she just continues to keep coming up with new innovative ideas to help students meet that goal of graduation when they come from such diverse backgrounds. Like, I'm learning like maybe 20 to 30 words in Swahili right now because that's kind of what we had to do to, you know, maybe communicate and show empathy. And I learned that from Sarah because she every year tries to learn at least something in every student's language, and that's difficult when we might have 10 to 15 languages seen throughout the day. Many Lincoln students outside the ELL populations know Sarah just because she's so involved and really does advocate for you know, teenagers. And we really are a great team, but Sarah's kind of the reason for that. You know, she's kind of the foundation of this department, and without her, it would be difficult to do what we do on a daily basis. You never know what's going on or what kind of background students might bring and what kind of things might come up when you're reading something and they make connections to that. So she's just always flexible and always willing to learn, and I think that's what makes her so effective.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Johnson. I'm nominating Julie Sarah for Teacher of the Year. Basically for the impact that she has on her students. And I witnessed this as a parent volunteer in her classroom, as well as the impact she had on my son. Aside from the academic part, which she's amazing at, she generally cares for each student and just has a knack of finding the good in each student, which really helps to build their self-esteem and self-confidence. And she focuses on the strengths that each child has to help them reach their full potential. She had volunteers in her classroom that were retired educators that just really likes what she does in the classroom, and so they volunteer their time almost, I know, on a weekly basis, some on a daily basis, to just go help in her classroom. Probably just because they see what she does and want to be a part of that. There was a student who came during the middle of the school year, and before he even got there, his desk was filled with everything, and I think she knew that he was coming from where he wouldn't have everything and probably wouldn't have it the first day, and she didn't want him to feel left out in any way or anything. And so I was there when she was talking to the students about ways that they can be a great community. She always uses the words community, and how they can help him feel welcomed in the classroom. We probably all could use some help with self-confidence and self-esteem in some areas, and just from like little 3rd graders and how she instills that in them, I think it's gonna have a long-lasting effect on them. And I just guess as a parent, I couldn't ask for anything more in a teacher.